4 proteins you should eat, and 6 you should never touch. Protein is an essential component of our diet, especially for kidney patients. However, not all proteins are made equal for kidney patients. The kidneys are essential for removing waste from the body, particularly that which is produced during the breakdown of proteins. Inappropriate protein intake can increase the burden on the kidneys, aggravate damage, raise blood urea levels, and increase the body's acid load. Kidney disease may advance more quickly as a result. Protein is necessary for your body to retain muscle, aid in healing, and maintain energy levels. Therefore, this does not imply you should completely avoid it. Selecting the appropriate protein sources that relieve renal strain and supply vital nutrients is crucial. Today, I'll discuss 6 proteins you should stay away from to preserve kidney function, and 4 that are very good for renal health. We'll also go over portion proportions, how to prepare these proteins, and how to get high-quality goods from your neighborhood retailers. Keep reading because there's a bonus suggestion at the end that could help you develop a simple daily practice that can boost kidney health. Let's begin by talking about a protein source that is both kidney-friendly and clean. Whites of eggs. One of the best protein sources for those with kidney issues is egg whites. They offer a protein with a very high biological value, which means that it has the perfect proportions of all the necessary amino acids your body requires. Crucially, compared to a complete egg, which contains 86 milligrams of phosphorus, egg whites only contain 10 milligrams per large egg white. Patients with kidney disease need to keep a careful eye on their phosphorus levels, since too much of it can accumulate and lead to heart and bone issues. Additionally, compared to red meats, egg whites are lower in saturated fats, which helps avoid cardiovascular disease, a significant worry for renal patients. About 3.6 grams of high-quality protein, which is ideal for promoting muscle upkeep without taxing your kidneys, is found in each egg white. What is your daily intake of egg whites? If you have tried using them as a source of protein, please let me know. Regarding preparation, it is recommended to eat 3 to 4 egg whites each day, preferably steamed or boiled instead of fried. Steaming or boiling the protein maintains it clean and prevents the addition of lipids that can damage your kidneys. For a range of delicious options, you can include egg whites into homemade wraps, kidney-friendly stir-fries, or oatmeal. Cheese and salty spices, on the other hand, can raise your diet's phosphorus and sodium levels, which are bad for kidney health, so use caution when adding them. Selecting the appropriate eggs is also crucial. Because pasture-raised organic eggs typically have superior nutritional profiles and fewer additives, choose them whenever you can. Choose liquid egg whites without additives or preservatives if you're using them straight from the carton. Do conventional and organic eggs differ in quality, in your opinion? Your opinions on this would be greatly appreciated. When utilizing egg whites, kidney patients frequently make certain blunders. First of all, stay away from eating the yolks since they are high in phosphorus and might cause kidney problems. Additionally, frying egg whites in butter or oil introduces trans, saturated, and harmful fats that can deteriorate heart and kidney health. Additionally, it is important to cook egg whites thoroughly, because eating them raw on a regular basis might result in a biotin shortage, which is a nutrient necessary for energy metabolism. As a physician who has worked with renal patients for many years, I have observed that when patients switch from meat to egg whites 3 or 4 times a week, there are obvious improvements in energy levels and laboratory markers. This small change can have a significant impact. What dietary protein substitutes have you tried? Don't hesitate to share your story. Let's now discuss a plant-based protein that is soft and creamy and may surprise you with its health benefits. Tofu. I would love to hear your thoughts before we move forward. What health objective is most important to you at the moment, and where are you viewing from? Make sure to subscribe and enable notifications if maintaining your health, strength, and independence is important to you. Do you think that this type of material actually aids in your journey? Put one in the comments, if it does. Type 0 if not. Future videos are shaped by your feedback. For kidney sufferers, tofu, a plant-based protein, has several advantages. About 10 grams of protein are found in a half-cup portion of tofu, making it a great choice for fulfilling your daily protein requirements. Crucially, its phosphorus content is just about 121 milligrams, far less than that of the majority of animal proteins. This is important because too much phosphorus can raise the risk of cardiovascular problems and hasten kidney impairment. Antioxidants and isoflavones, which are abundant in tofu, have been demonstrated in University of California studies to lessen inflammation in kidney tissues. Reduced inflammation can enhance kidney function and decrease the progression of illness. Additionally, tofu is easy to digest and doesn't put a lot of strain on the kidney's filtration system. Have you incorporated tofu or other plant-based proteins into your meals? Tell us how you prepare it in the comments section below. Depending on the type of tofu, there are several methods to consume it. Silken or soft tofu is a simple addition to your diet because it can be scrambled in place of eggs or used to smoothies. Bake or stir-fry firm tofu with a low-sodium soy sauce replacement to prevent too much salt, which can raise blood pressure and exacerbate renal issues. To balance protein requirements without taxing the kidneys, a serving of half a cup should be taken daily, 3 times a week. Choose organic, non-genetically modified organism brands of tofu when buying it because they typically include fewer chemicals and additives. Pre-marinated tofu products should be avoided since they frequently include monosodium and high-sodium glutamate, which can increase blood pressure and result in fluid retention. Have you ever looked for hidden phosphate additions in processed foods like tofu? Tell me what you think about carefully reading labels. When it comes to tofu, there are some frequent mistakes to avoid. Its kidney-friendly properties are negated if consumed with processed sauces that are rich in sugar or sodium. Additionally, oxidized lipids, which are bad for the heart and kidneys, are introduced when tofu is deep-fried. Last but not least, always carefully review ingredient lists because some tofu products have phosphate additions that raise the phosphorus load. In my 15 years of working with kidney patients, tofu has emerged as a dependable protein source that satisfies nutritional requirements without putting undue strain on the kidneys. Now might be an excellent time to try tofu in place of some animal protein if you haven't already. Which plant-based proteins have you found to be effective? Hearing from you would be wonderful. We will then discuss a marine protein that has a moderate flavor, but significant renal health benefits. Tilapia. For those with kidney problems, tilapia is a great source of protein because it is lean. With roughly 22 grams of protein and 170 milligrams of phosphorus per 100 grams of fish, it is low in fat and phosphorus. The high protein level promotes muscle strength and tissue healing, while the low phosphorus content helps prevent the mineral accumulation that kidney patients must avoid. Additionally, because of its lean profile and mild flavor, tilapia is easier to digest without producing the same kind of gastrointestinal distress that some kidney patients encounter when consuming larger proteins. Selenium and vitamin B12, which are essential for general kidney metabolism and lowering oxidative stress on the kidneys, are also found in tilapia. Have you attempted to include fish in your kidney-friendly diet? Post your preferred recipes in the space provided below. 1 to 2 meals, each weighing about 4 ounces, should be consumed each week. Cooking techniques are crucial. The best ways to keep the fish light and kidney-friendly are to steam, bake, or grill it. Steer clear of breading or thick sauces that increase sodium and bad fats. Fresh herbs like parsley or lemon zest can be added to tilapia to improve flavor without adding more potassium or sodium. What's your favorite way to cook fish? I want to know if you frequently utilize fresh herbs. When purchasing tilapia, seek out frozen or fresh fish from reliable farms that adhere to high standards of quality. Steer clear of imports from countries where safety regulations are considered to be laxer. For superior nutrition and fewer pollutants, tilapia that are approved by the U.S. Department of Agriculture or wild-caught are preferred. Do you often purchase farm-raised or wild-caught fish? The way you shop can have a significant impact on quality. Products made from breaded or fried tilapia should be avoided since they contain sodium and harmful fats. It is advisable to modify side dishes appropriately because serving tilapia with high potassium sides, like mashed potatoes, may raise potassium intake above acceptable limits. As a physician who has worked with kidney patients for many years, I have found that lean fish, such as tilapia, offer high-quality protein without the metabolic load that comes with red meat. Without deteriorating kidney function, it enables patients to keep up their strength and enhance test results. How has the renal diet affected your experience with fish? Please leave a remark below. You might be surprised by the last two, so stay with me. Both have tremendous impact, and it's likely that one of them is something you have never heard of. Let's now discuss a grain-based protein source that is highly advantageous for kidney health, yet is frequently overlooked: quinoa. Kidney sufferers should think about including quinoa in their diet because it is a potent grain-based protein. Because it contains all 9 essential amino acids, which the body is unable to create on its own, it is a complete protein. Quinoa is a fantastic plant-based choice because it has around 8 grams of protein per cooked cup. Quinoa has less potassium and phosphorus than most legumes, which are minerals renal patients should closely watch. By encouraging regular bowel movements and healthy digestion, its high fiber content also aids in lowering the accumulation of uremic toxins in the body. Have you tried quinoa as a substitute for protein? Please let me know how you think it tastes and how simple it is to prepare. The recommended daily intake of cooked quinoa is half to 1 cup, ideally as a light lunch or dinner. For a well-rounded supper, it goes nicely with stir-fried tofu or steamed veggies. Rinsing quinoa well before cooking is crucial because it gets rid of surface harsh saponins that can interfere with digestion and taste. Before cooking, do you rinse the quinoa? Does it matter to you whether it does? To guarantee that the bitterness is eliminated, it is best to get pre-rinsed quinoa or rinse it yourself. Additionally, choosing organic quinoa can lower pesticide exposure and promote general wellness. Cooking quinoa using high-sodium stock or flavor sachets, which can add extra salt, is one error to avoid. Additionally, quinoa's kidney-friendly benefits are diminished when served with salty cheeses. It's crucial to carefully read labels because instant quinoa products can contain additional tastes or sodium. After talking about proteins you should eat, we'll move on to proteins you should completely stay away from if you want to safeguard the health of your kidneys. The first is a deceptive meat that is frequently mistaken for being healthful: bacon from turkey. Many people pick turkey bacon because they believe it to be healthier than conventional bacon. However, each slice has about 500 milligrams of sodium, making it highly processed and rich in sodium. For someone with kidney problems, that is already more than 20% of the daily limit. Excessive sodium raises blood pressure and produces fluid retention, which further tax kidneys that already have trouble effectively filtering waste. Phosphate preservatives are added to turkey bacon in addition to sodium to enhance flavor and shelf life. The body absorbs phosphorus from processed foods more readily than from natural sources, increasing the phosphorus burden more quickly. By upsetting the body's calcium equilibrium, high phosphorus levels hasten kidney damage and bone issues. Many patients are unaware that these compounds are present in low-fat or health-conscious items. Has consuming processed meats, such as turkey bacon, affected you in any way? Tell us about your experiences with renal health and sodium in the comments section below. It is always safer to choose whole, fresh foods rather than processed ones. Do you believe that these phosphate additions should be subject to more stringent labeling laws? Tell me what you think. As time goes on, red lentils are frequently hailed as a wholesome plant-based protein. However, kidney patients may be at risk from them. Red lentils are a plant-based food that is high in phosphorus and potassium. More than 350 milligrams of phosphorus and 700 milligrams of potassium are found in 1 cup of cooked red lentils, which can be too much for kidneys that can't adequately balance electrolytes. Since they are frequently added to stews, curries, and soups, it is simple to ingest excessive amounts of them without being aware of the cumulative impact on kidney workload. While excessive phosphorus speeds up kidney deterioration, elevated potassium levels can result in serious cardiac rhythm issues. Chronic renal disease patients need to pay close attention to their protein intake as well as these minerals. Are lentils a regular part of your diet? How do you control portion sizes to maintain appropriate levels of phosphorus and potassium? Please share your tactics in the comments section below. Do not assume that something is kidney-friendly just because it is plant-based. Let's now examine hot dogs in more detail. Hot dogs are a traditional comfort food that many people steer clear of while considering healthy eating. Hot dogs are especially bad for renal health since they are high in processed fats, sodium nitrates, and phosphate additions. Sodium nitrates, which are used to color and preserve meat, increase the body's acid load and inflammation. Because the kidneys must filter more metabolic waste, too much acid impairs kidney function. In addition to inflammation, this causes blood pressure to rise, which over time further harms the kidneys. Hot dog processed lipids are frequently oxidized and contribute to oxidative stress, which is a major cause of kidney cell damage. Despite their popularity, many people are unaware that processed meats like hot dogs are among the poorest protein sources for kidneys. Have you ever thought about how processed meats may affect your kidneys? Comment here with your ideas or experiences. For kidney health, it is recommended to choose fresh lean meats or plant-based substitutes. We'll now discuss whey protein isolates, a well-liked supplement that's frequently promoted as a nutritious method of increasing protein consumption. The kidney's filtration load is increased by the phosphorus and nitrogen byproducts that are incredibly abundant in whey protein isolates. This is particularly true for people with impaired renal function or when taken in large quantities. Over time, damage may be accelerated because the kidneys must work harder to remove the nitrogen waste produced during the metabolism of these proteins. Whey isolates lack balance elements like fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins that support kidney function and help reduce inflammation, in contrast to whole food sources. Many people are unaware that protein supplements might damage kidneys if they are not taken appropriately, even though they may promote muscle growth. Have you ever utilized whey protein? What impacts did you observe on your renal health or energy levels? I would appreciate it if you could leave a remark below about your experiences. Protein from whole foods is usually preferable since it supports kidney function more subtly. Next, although they come from plants, canned black beans are a frequent pantry staple that might be problematic for kidney patients. The beans are heavily salted and potassium enriched throughout the canning process. Even after draining, 1 cup of canned black beans has around 600 milligrams of potassium, which is a substantial amount for people with kidney disease. The canning liquid's sodium level raises blood pressure and causes fluid retention, both of which are harmful to kidney health. Large quantities are frequently consumed by people without them being aware of how much potassium and salt they are consuming. Although the mineral content of dried beans can be decreased by soaking and rinsing them, canned beans are more difficult to manage and frequently contain unidentified additions. Which do you prefer, dried beans or canned beans? How do you balance potassium and salt when cooking legumes? Please share your advice in the comments section. Choosing canned beans with minimal salt content or completely soaking dried beans can help lower these hazards. Last but not least, although lean cuts of beefsteak are sometimes regarded as an excellent source of protein, they actually pose a number of unstated renal hazards. The high levels of phosphorus and saturated fat in beefsteak exacerbate renal damage. In addition to causing atherosclerosis and increased inflammation, saturated fat also narrows blood vessels and reduces kidney blood flow. The elevated phosphorus content hastens the heart and bone problems that are typical of chronic renal disease. Furthermore, the metabolism of beef results in elevated uric acid levels, which can cause gout, a painful ailment commonly observed in renal patients. Because of their complex protein and lipid content, even lean beef cuts strain kidney filtration. The fact that even moderate consumption of red meat might hasten renal deterioration surprises many patients. Which protein source is your favorite? Do kidney health issues prompt you to reduce your intake of red meat? Please share your thoughts here. I'd love to hear them. Longer function preservation may be achieved by including more kidney-friendly proteins. Let's now turn our attention to a straightforward daily routine that will help you achieve all of your nutritional goals. A morning stroll, walking for 20 to 30 minutes just after waking up, enhances circulation and boosts the kidney's ability to receive oxygen. This improved blood flow lessens strain on the kidneys and aids in their better waste filtering. Frequent walking also helps regulate blood pressure and blood sugar, two major factors that contribute to kidney impairment. Walking helps remove fluids that have been held overnight after restful sleep, which reduces edema and enhances kidney function in general. Morning exercise immediately benefits kidney health by increasing glomerular filtration rate and insulin sensitivity, according to studies from organizations like the Cleveland Clinic. After adding daily walks to their schedule, patients I've treated with frequently report feeling less tired, swollen, and happier. Have you tried walking in the morning to help maintain the health of your kidneys? What advantages did you observe? Share your experience by leaving a comment below. When paired with a kidney-friendly diet, this small behavior can have a significant impact. Together, we can help you recall what really matters and begin making changes immediately. This is your brief synopsis. You can get high-quality protein from egg whites without putting undue strain on your kidneys. One plant-based source that lowers inflammation is tofu. Low in phosphorus and high in lean protein, tilapia is ideal for easy digestion. Quinoa's full protein helps with digestion and energy. Steer clear of red lentils, hot dogs, canned black beans, whey isolates, beefsteak, and turkey bacon since they can overwhelm your kidneys. Remember that taking a morning stroll is a good way to start the day for your kidneys. Please hit like, comment, and subscribe if you found this to be truly helpful. Additionally, I'll be presenting a little tip that can have a major impact on kidney health in the upcoming video. Keep an eye out.